who recently melted her keyboard with her last opinion column, Maureen Bader from Wyoming Liberty Group, who, one of my favorite topics, Maureen. So we're going to talk about corporate welfare in the state of Wyoming. You just wrote an article about that?
That's right. Just so the listeners understand what it is that I'm talking about when I talk about corporate welfare, what we're really talking about is a program that is unmatched when it comes to government wasting your money. What we're talking about really are supposedly repayable and strictly non-repayable handouts. And that's money that businesses get because governments have taken it out of your pocket and given it to them. And it really doesn't matter how corporate welfare cheerleaders label this. We can be talking about handouts, grants, loans, loan guarantees, there are all kinds of different names for this. But essentially, corporate welfare is any government program that provides a unique benefit or advantage to some specific company or industry. What we've got here is a private benefit and a public cost.
Mr. Chadwick, we'll start with the first question. As a county commissioner, how would you assist the different agencies in diversifying the economy of Natrona County?
Well, and we already do quite a bit of that through CADA and the Economic Development Joint Powers Board, which I am on that board. The Economic Development Joint Powers Board spends a lot of time helping CADA and providing funding to CADA so that we can bring new businesses to town. We can support those that are already here, need to expand, want to expand. We can help them find the funding to expand. The expansion of our economy, this is the time to not stand still. We have to move forward. Even though a lot of times the funding doesn't seem to be there, those funds oftentimes are there, and sometimes those projects have to get curbed. We have to pull back on how far and how fast we're going to go, and we do. Recently, we approved a, believe it or not, shrimp farm at Midwest through the Economic Development Joint Powers Board. That is diversification to the extreme. Now, there was some question as to whether there was any collateral for those dollars.
Thank you, Mr. Chadwick.
Now, on the spending end, I think that the first item that needs to be looked at in terms of controlling our budget is corporate welfare. We have business owners that are getting $3, $4, $5 million grants down there in Cheyenne, and what's being created is a group of 100 to 150 people that are getting these grants and now are supporting people like Mr. Pacheco because they now have an incentive to get involved in the political process. And that's wrong, and we have boos here because a lot of them are represented here because that is how our process is beginning to be controlled by these insider interests. I want to protect the core interests in our budget, those core functions of government. And the ultimate irony, when Mr. Pacheco attacks constitutional conservatives like myself that aren't afraid of the truth, aren't afraid of speaking what's going on down there in Cheyenne, that the ultimate irony is we want to protect those core functions of government by controlling the fat, controlling the corporate welfare, the millions of dollars going to these business owners while other business owners get nothing.
Yep.
That might become the quote of the day. We're currently exporting the talented youth in our state, and we need to work on retaining them before recruiting from the outside.
Is it retaining them or returning them if they leave for a while?
Doesn't matter. Either way, let's bring them back.
Okay, come back to the previous question.
Our key belief is that we have to have local leaders organized and involved as a local economic entity to make it happen. And our observation is that state statute 1660 needs to be revisited. 16.6, sorry Mark, 16.6 16.6 needs to be revisited.
The state statute 1662, residents and
16.6.
and that means what?
That sets the limits on state and local entities as to economic endeavors.
Okay.
There's some restrictions there that need to be looked at.
So if you capture 1660. Now